Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Exploring Deep Sea podcast, where we take a piece of DC and explore with you. I'm your host, Josh. With me are my co-hosts, Jalen
What's good, guys?
and Luis.
What's up?
How are we doing? How are we feeling? New week?
Luis.
Well, I'm doing good, man. I got demoted after last week.
Yeah.
Me and Jalen stole the pod for a week.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Uh, I was almost fired on the spot, but hey, I'm still here. The
Yeah.
Jackson Wells disappeared, so I got to be here one more week.
Yeah, I listened to five
Um,
minutes and I was like, this can't happen. Can't happen again.
yeah,
Because I didn't hear my name at the start, so
that's
Cheers,
true. That's true.
kiss.
That's true.
right.
No,
No, it
but
was
the pod.
great.
Hmm?
It was great. It was a great episode. I'm still listening to it because it's a long episode. You guys really hit the runtime on that one compared to
We
some of the other
yapped.
ones.
Yeah,
We yapped, dude.
Yeah.
yeah,
It was a yapathon
Yeah.
last week.
I'm sad I
and
missed it
that's
too because Mask of the Phantasm for me is also like a two thumbs up, 10 out of 10. No notes.
oh yeah, and I mean like it was so weird because me and Jalen never talked that much. Like
No?
No,
never.
Never.
no,
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 it's
not
always
at
like
all.
quick small talk. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. It's always dry conversation. We don't ever talk
yeah,
for multiple hours. Yeah.
Yeah.
no.
So so it was very shocking for us when we look down and we see that 2 hours had passed had passed by the time we got off the episode.
Yeah. Jackson Wells is still MIA. He'll kind of be MIA for most of the next month. He's finishing his thesis at school and wrapping all that stuff up. So we're kind of giving him the out. And honestly, I think maybe we just need a podcast without Jackson Wells for a little bit. So when he comes back, it's like a big moment, you know? Like Henry
Mhm.
Cavill coming back at Justice League. The first part of Justice League is kind of where we're at right now. I'm talking about the 4 hour one. And then by the time we
Hmm.
get
Not
to
to say
hour
Yeah,
hour
not the
three, yeah, no, not the,
not the
not the
no.
racist, misogynistic one.
not the one where you can see him in the first 5 seconds and he has no mustache and it's
So
like,
we're actually Jackson. The reason he's gone, he's growing out a mustache right now, so we can CGI remove it on
yeah,
their first episode. And with our budget, it's gonna look great.
right. Dude, I don't think I've seen, well, no, because he's grown facial hair, but he hasn't really grown an impressive mustache like that.
Jackson?
Yeah.
No,
Like
no, he
nothing
has not.
compared to what you got going on, Luis.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Luis is
Uh,
a sexy.
guys, tell me something new going on in your lives, n something not nerdy and then something nerdy. Give me two things, man.
Jayla, you can go.
New, nothing really new from last week. Damn, it feels like this week has flown by, hasn't it? Because I could have sworn that me and Luis were just filming an episode like yesterday, even though I know we weren't. But like this week has totally flown by. Um, so nothing really new. Nerdy. Oh, okay, wait. I got weirdly hollered at in a Chick-fil-A parking in a Chick-fil-A drive-through today, and Nuon, my roommate Nuon bursted out laughing. So that was I guess something new.
Like catcalled?
Some Yeah, I got catcalled. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Which Luis knows is an occurrence in which the term "fine shit" is used.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, I'm sure you're used to stuff like that happening all the time, you know? So,
sure, Josh.
yeah.
Hmm.
But something nerdy, nothing like really nerdy specifically. I mean, I know Wonder Man got renewed, which was
That's
like the
cool.
first of like the new wave of Marvel stuff that's gotten renewed other than Daredevil and the animated stuff. So I'm happy, man.
That's
Oh, you got
cool.
vinyl?
Oh, you
Yes,
did?
yeah, I did get about. Did I share that last week? No, I didn't share that last
Mm-mm.
week.
That was after.
Oh, hold on, hold on.
All
Un
right.
momento. Un
Louis,
Oh
momento.
no.
Luis, you can go ahead and go.
Louis, tell me what's going on, man.
Not much, man. Mostly just dealing with school, working on my thesis for my capstone.
Yeah.
That'll be interesting.
Mhm.
Yeah, I just want to survive college,
Yeah.
basically.
No, are you in the last semester too?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, it's like that, man. It's just you know you're almost done, so you just have to make sure you're crossing all your T's and stuff and getting all those assignments in, and it's a
Oh yeah.
process for sure.
Oh,
Holy
there it
shit,
is.
that's awesome. Audio
Yeah,
listeners love you
man.
to death. Jalen's showing off a really sick Sinners LPs got going on there.
Speaking
But
of speaking of this lovely baby, me and my roommate's girl. Well, she's also my roommate too, but my roommate's girlfriend. We all went to go see Sinners today
yeah,
at our local independent theater. And it was wonderful for
yeah.
Josh. Well,
Hmm.
I guess for everybody too, for our listeners. This was my 52nd time watching this
Hmm.
movie.
You haven't logged it though that much, man.
I haven't logged it that much, but this is my because like that's a lot. At a certain point, you just don't have anything else to just add. It's just stars,
Yeah,
you
well,
know.
you don't want someone
And
coming onto your profile seeing the 52 logs and then getting scared off. It's like,
exactly. Like, oh man, is this like a fucking Center's specific letterbox profile? Like, no.
right.
But I have watched Center's 52 times, and the thing is, you notice something different every single time. Like today, I noticed two specific things in general. One, the snake that Smoke stabbed, it was
Hmm.
already turned when they stabbed it. And I for some reason I hadn't noticed that before. Two, when like during the I lied to you scene and
Yeah.
the stuff is like burning down, uh I guess around the area are four crosses that are being burned
Hmm.
or that are on fire. And it's such an interesting detail. But this is like the first time that I'm really noticing it. Um so
Wow.
yeah,
Yeah.
back to DC.
I didn't get to comment on the Oscars, man. Damn. No Superman, which made me mad. But if there's like actual stuff, yeah, I thought it was gonna be a center sweep all the way. So I was pretty disappointed in that final review, man. But it's fine.
Yeah. At
It's
the end of
fine.
the day, man, Sinners came out a winner though.
Yeah.
Sinners made history
No, it
in
did.
with two awards. Like
Yeah. Warner Brothers made history, and now it's like I don't think they're getting
now
one next year.
Paramount made history.
Oh boy, God. Luis, did you say something nerdy? What's going on?
Oh. Shit. I mean, Wonder Man,
Yeah.
again, like Dylan mentioned, that was other than Loki, that is my favorite Marvel Disney Plus show I think they've ever made. X-Men's close,
Yeah.
but so I'm so happy it's gonna continuation. Um, Jalen showed his like Sinners vinyl. I have that vinyl. I listen to that thing all the fucking time. I
Hmm.
and I will say, Jalen, you've watched Sinners 52 times. That's gonna be me when the Odyssey comes out, bro. The Odyssey is
Yeah.
gonna be my sin. Even though I love Sinners, I've seen that Sinners. I think I saw it 5 times in theaters, 4 times were in IMAX, and then I don't know how many times I've seen it after that.
Is that because you're
But
such a big Travis Scott fan? You're really excited to see
oh, 100
his
percent.
performance?
Yeah. Is anybody else in that movie?
No, I don't think
Okay.
so. Just
Nah,
like
bro.
random Trojans and stuff. Yeah, it's
I'm
fine.
just excited for the Trojan War to start, and then John Bernthal to say, "Let me tell you something" to
Let me
Zeus.
tell you
Like
something.
that's gonna be an incredible scene,
Yeah.
you know?
There's really like so many people that are in the Odyssey and then in like other movies, like Tom Holland, Zendaya, Robert Pattinson. They're all like crossing over with each other
Yeah.
in Odyssey, but also in like separate movies in the year.
Also, John Bernthal's Tom Holland, Zendaya, Spider-Man
Exactly,
Brand New Day,
right?
same month. Like that's crazy.
I saw that Rob Pattinson and Zendaya 3 movies together this year. I'm like,
Yeah.
how does that even line up? I don't.
That that's
Yeah,
weird. That one's weird to me. The
it is
drama
weird.
Dune and the Odyssey to happen in the same year is crazy.
It is. It's incredibly weird. As for myself, I've been gone a couple weeks. Haven't really been up to anything crazy. Been getting more into work stuff. Saw a couple movies. I saw The Bride. That was weird. Wasn't a big fan on that. Saw Project Hail Mary. I got a little poster. I like those frames because they give out those mini posters. I don't know if they do it at your theaters, but
Yeah,
they do it at mine. And those fit those frames, so I can just swap them out. They're super easy. But
that's cool.
I haven't really gotten a good poster and movie combo in a while, so I was like, all right, this is time. And I don't know what else I've really been up to. I'm trying to find like I'm playing the Resident Evil games, and I'm trying to find the next game series to play after I finish. I'm thinking maybe like Metroid or Tomb Raider or something.
Mhm.
I don't know. I don't know if you guys like play a lot of video game series that are like multiple games in the same franchise, or is it kind of
Lego
just
games.
scattershot? There you go.
Lego Games is a big
Well,
one.
and fighting games. I played a lot of Mortal Kombat and Injustice,
Yeah.
but other than that, like not really. I've mostly just played random games here and there. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it. I well. Man, I wish the Cybertron. Did either of you play the Cybertron games for Transformers?
No, no Transformers games.
Oh, those War and Fall for Cybertron is some of my favorite games of all time. And
Okay.
Marvel's Ultimate Alliance too. Those are all
Okay.
incredible too.
Well, Ultimate Alliance 2 is a big one.
I want to play Marvel vs. Capcom now. I'm like very interested in now
I'm
that I actually
also
know more
considering
Capcom
it.
people, you know. I
Yeah,
really want to check that one out. That's a good transition though. We're talking about Lego Batman 2, DC superheroes. We talked about Lego Batman 1 in what? October 25 last year?
has it been that long?
We took a big gap, man.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah.
Whew.
Couple months, but we're back. Joker teams up with Lex Luthor to destroy the world one brick at a time. It's up to Batman, Superman, and the rest of the Justice League to stop them. This came out June 19th, 2012, published by Traveler's Tales and Warner Brothers Interactive Entertainment, who did most of these Lego games. Director John Burton, founder of Traveler's Tales, worked on all the classics, Batman 1, Star Wars, Indiana Jones 1. I tried to see what his last couple of things that he directed were. His last true Lego game he directed was The Hobbit. So if you want to
Really?
kind of know where the well, he did actually, never mind. He did Dimensions, but that's kind of its own thing.
Yeah.
But if you
Yeah.
want to talk about where like the fall off of the main creative that was behind a lot of these, it's right around there, which makes sense when you kind of look at the, because I would say when you get to Lego Marvel 2 and Ninjago and some of those ones, when you get to the PS4 generation, it kind of does shift a little bit with
I
how
mean,
those games
yeah.
play.
Other than that's why supervillains was such a big surprise for so many people.
Yeah, it was
Because
very innovative.
supervillains what felt like an old PT game. Like
Hmm.
it actually felt like the classics. And it was weird.
The other two directors are also named John. It's John Hodgkinson and Jonathan Smith.
Hmm.
So
Nice.
John, and John.
Very nice. Very,
Um,
very interesting.
Yeah, and then writer David A. Goodman, who I noticeably directed or wrote Fred the movie. You guys remember Fred?
Oh,
Are you fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah,
I
Fred.
remember it's crazy because I never knew he was a YouTuber. I only knew him from the Nickelodeon movies.
He's kind of gone now, right? The actual guy.
I know he's doing something, but I think he's like a behind the scenes guy now. I don't know for what.
That's good for him though. Like, he had his time and
Hmm.
now he's doing his own thing. This came out on so many platforms. Nintendo DS, 3DS, Wii, Wii U, Xbox 360, PS3, PS Vita, iOS, and Android. And then cast here, Batman's Troy Baker, Robin's Charlie Schlatter, Joker's Christopher Corey Smith, Superman is Travis Willingham, Lex Luthor is Clancy Brown, and then you got a bunch of your staples, Steve Bloom, Laura Bailey, Fred Tatasciore, Nolan North. A lot of polls. I think Troy Baker did Batman in 2 and 3, and then they did Kevin Conroy, DC Villains, was the big
Yep.
change. I really like Troy Baker's Batman, though. That's the Lego Batman I remember, you know. Conroy is good, but he's so associated with animated series that like
Hmm.
when they brought him in for DC Villains, it did feel a little different.
If I remember correctly, the reason they did it was they wanted Mark Hamill for Joker. And I
And he
remember there was
wouldn't
a time
he wouldn't do
where
it
they
without.
decided, yeah,
Yeah, that's
neither of them
cool.
would do it without the other.
That's cool.
So, but I think Troy Baker being Batman led to one of my favorite jokes in Dimensions. And that is in the start of the game when they start going through the different dimensions, they go to the Lego movie one. And obviously there's a Batman there, which is the Lego Batman movie Batman.
Yeah,
So they just start fighting each other.
that's dude,
Jesus.
I we're not talking about Lego Dimensions on this pod because it's kind of impossible to fully play now. But I will
Yeah.
say my online never worked, so I wasn't able to do a lot of the like expansion pack stuff that they put
Mm.
out for that game, which sucks because I had a lot of the extra characters. It just wouldn't let me visit the worlds
Yeah, that stuff broke down really quick. It was
really
sad.
quick, really quick. And so I remember the DC world being pretty disappointing on that. The main DC one.
Because it was
What was the
destroyed.
world? Yeah, what was the world with Red Lantern Supergirl? Was that like its own specific world or was that just a
No, it's just
character?
DC World.
Yeah, I think that was regular. Supergirl
She
was a
was
hard character to find though, wasn't it?
yeah, because if you wanted that Supergirl, you had to either get the starter pack that came out after launch that was exclusive, or you have to get the Polyback, which is a Toys R Us exclusive when Toys R Us is closing down.
Yeah. Ah,
Mhm.
interesting. I thought the coolest part of at least DC's involvement with that is when they did the Teen Titans Go world and then they let you
Yeah.
like be the Teen Titans Go version of Robin and Cyborg, even though they only made the regular
Mhm.
figures of those. I thought that was
Well,
so cool.
fun fact. We'll move away from dimensions. Fun fact:
Yeah.
those were actually the versions that were supposed to be the figures, not the Lego Batman movie version. But when they
Oh,
made the
really?
story pack, it was supposed to be Batman in the story pack. But then they decided to do Robin and Batgirl, so they didn't do the Teen Titans Go versions of the figures.
And then Cyborg just got caught in the crossfire there.
Yeah.
Damn. Hmm. Dimensions. A whole like rabbit hole of stuff. But any other voices that really stand out to you in this one?
Um, I
Hmm.
actually when they're releasing all the villains, it's a very subtle moment when they're releasing all the villains from Arkham in Lego Batman 2. And Joker's just flying the rail of the walls. I actually really liked the guy that plays Two-Face.
That's also Troy
Um,
That
Baker.
is a good voice.
that is, of course it is.
Yeah, yeah,
That sounds
yeah.
like Troy Baker. Because he does his like regular Harvey Dent voice, like sad that somebody's like, oh my god, somebody has to like build all this, and then immediately turns around, switches to the Two-Face voice. And I actually, it's just a subtle moment, but I was like, I really like the difference in the voices, but I can tell it's the same person. Like it's
Yeah.
very well done.
Mm. I love Travis Williams Superman.
Oh yeah,
I think he has such a bravado
Very
to
good.
him.
That is very good. That is very, very, very good.
Very good.
Um, Cyborg was really fun.
Yeah, that was cool.
Mhm.
Cyborg, Cyborg was a really fun voice. Uh, Hal Jordan was just normal, generic, you
Yeah.
know. The only one that really necessarily stood out to me mainly was Clancy and, you know, was Clancy Brown.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well,
I like his Lex a lot. It wasn't he Lex in Superman? The
yeah, and the
animated series?
animated series,
I'm
that's him.
excited for that, yeah. He does it, man, he kills it. Um, I was gonna ask you guys to each tell me what was your like initial experience of this back when you were younger? Like what did you play it on? What was that time frame like? And then now, how did you revisit it? Because I know Jalen, last time you played on a DS. I don't know what you did for this round. So I'm curious. What was it initially and what is it now?
So for me, initially, it was playing it on a 3DS.
Okay.
Um, and I remember having the most fun because this was what year was this game? Was this
2012.
2012? Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I remember having the most fun, and then I was also like in daycare at the time, so we would all bring our DSs. I think I also told the same story too for Lego Batman. We would all bring our DSs, and we would just dive in and just each try to play as many different characters as we could all the way through. Of course, the DS version is so much worse than the like actual console version.
Yeah.
And I think I only played like one mission with the console version because I actually rented the game. I rented the console version through Redbox.
Oh,
Cause yeah, if I say yes,
RIP.
cause it's yeah, big art, big rip, bro. I used to get Redbox DVDs every single day. Like it was a lifestyle for me, dude. That was
Yeah.
actually how I got introduced to the Batman Unlimited trilogy, which we will cover at some point on this podcast, which I'm
Okay.
very not
Okay.
ex
Oh.
I'm not excited to do because those movies are literally moving toy commercials. But
So is this.
yes. So, but like I rented the console version and I forgot what I was doing this day, but I probably shouldn't have rented it. But I played like one mission and I remember it was the most fun that I've had. I don't even remember what mission it was. I'm pretty sure it was just the first mission, obviously.
Yeah.
But I remember having the most fun and being like, oh my God, I didn't get any of this with the 3DS version. And for this current time, I haven't had any time to actually go through and play it, but because I've been moving and trying to get some stuff straight with jobs and all that other
Yeah.
stuff. But I did go through and I watched multiple playthroughs of the game to truly just see and remember how stuff was. The console version is so much better. Oh my God. Even like eh, I will never forget the first time you take flight with Superman and you
Yeah.
hear the dun, 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 the score in the background, and like you're just like flying around the city, and with the score playing, like that is such a good experience, man. And it truly is for me where I'm like, wow, we really got a Justice League game. Because up until this point, we had only had Justice League Heroes, and obviously at this point, Injustice hadn't even hit yet. Injustice was the next year. So it was really nice, but totally console version is the superior one for me.
Yeah. Luis, where did you start with this one?
I mean, I used to play this. So even though I'm a PlayStation guy now, back then I used to have an Xbox 360. That was like the thing. I love that thing.
Hell
Uh,
yeah.
uh, back in the day,
That thing's a
and
beast, dude.
oh yeah, no, there has never been Xboxes have never gotten better since the Xbox 360.
Oh
Hot
no.
take, like I think that's still the best Xbox they've ever had.
PlayStation beat them every generation except for 360 when that thing
360.
was
Oh yeah,
so many
but
bugs, but so perfect.
they did have a lot of bugs, but it was like it never bothered. It
No,
was a
it doesn't.
weird. It never stopped you enjoying the
No,
console.
it's amazing, man.
But I used to play that there all the time. I still remember convincing my parents to take me to GameStop back when it used to exist in Puerto Rico. Because it closed down. Yeah, since 2018 there hasn't been GameStop in Puerto Rico, but it used to be huge back in the day. And like buying the game, and I don't know how many times I replayed that first mission. Like that first mission, the Arkham mission, those two were always my favorites. If I wasn't doing that, I was running around Gotham City as Flash
Yeah.
because I was like, holy crap, you can go fast now. Uh, Even though they don't have the fastest speedster, actually Lego Marvel's Avengers had the fastest one. With Quicksilver. It's weird. But Quicksilver is actually the fastest there's ever been.
I think so,
Because
yeah.
they toned
Because
it down for supervillains.
yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. The Flash is very like rudimentary though for what they were trying to do in later ones.
Oh yeah. But uh but yeah, I mean this game is like so essential to me being a DC fan.
Yeah.
Like I will never forget the 1-2 punch of getting DC supervillains, getting DC superheroes, and then the next year getting Marvel superheroes. Like these two back to back were like
Hmm.
the video games for me back in the day, and like it. I mean, to this day, it's my second favorite Lego game, only behind Complete Saga. In the
Really?
Marvel superheroes and Batman might switch. That those two I always debate,
Okay.
but my number one's Complete Saga. But still, like it's still so high up because I have so many memories of the customizer, of the missions, being able to run around the Batcave. You could hop on the Batmobile right out. You could go to the top, hop on the Batwing, and fly out of the Batcave as well. Like there's so many different options for what you can do, and they expanded so beautifully from the first game. Like it's crazy how well they succeeded at that.
Yeah. What did you I know you told me off camera you didn't finish it. Did you start it on something? What console did you
Yeah,
play recently?
so I didn't play it on my PS5. Through the I
The
fucking hate the
subscription.
new P. Oh, yeah, I fucking hate the PS Plus thing now. Like it's
Yeah.
so fucking expensive. But I through the PS Plus thing, I was able to stream the game.
Hmm.
Um, and it was so fun going back to it. I do think there's nothing more infuriating in this life than the fucking flight controls with Superman
Dude,
when you try to
dude,
do.
I was gonna fucking talk about this. In the open world, the flying is awful.
It pissed me off.
And it's
Like
crazy because how much I don't it's like it's janky in Lego Marvel as well, but it's so much better immediately.
Oh yeah. I mean, I played not that long ago. I just got nostalgic and I played a bit of Lego Marvel 2, which is
Yeah.
like so much fun in line. And even then, the flight controls are a bit janky.
They're
Like they
always
just never
Yeah,
fully
janky,
yeah,
yeah.
figured it out.
yeah.
But Lego
The flight
Batman
controls
2.
have never ever gotten, I
No.
think, right.
But in this one, I was just trying to do a little bit of open world stuff to try it out, and I would try to
Oh
fly up to
yeah.
a rooftop to get a gold brick. Dude, it'd take me like 5 minutes because I can't fucking land on it.
Yep. No, oh, you can tell it's the first generation of the flight control.
Oh
But
yeah.
that trauma aside, um, like no, this game to this day still holds up. That first mission, I don't know what it is about it. It's just it always gets me so nostalgic. I think it's such a good like opening level. Like it's just the right length, maybe a bit too long, but I still really enjoy it.
Yeah.
Also the Arkham level when you have all the villains in that maze in the middle of Arkham, like that's always such an interesting level with so many villains. But yeah, no, overall, still very much love this game.
I'm gonna be the one that's not as fun because I remember this game not being completely my jam when I was growing up. I think there's
Really?
a variety of reasons. One, it's the
Hmm.
first voice acting one, so you got to get used to that. It's a whole rabbit hole of that. We can all these things we can go into. But I remember this was one of the last games or the last game I got on the Wii. And I would
Mm.
always I actually would time when we got our new consoles to when the Lego games would stop coming out on the old ones. So the reason I got an Xbox 360 is because Lego Marvel didn't come out on the Wii. Or that was one of
Yep.
the main reasons. So I remember I was getting tired of the Wii, ready to move on to the next one. And I also remember, did you guys ever watch the cutscene movie for this? It's called like
Yes.
Lego Batman DC Superheroes
Hmm.
Unite.
Hmm.
I when I watched that a lot because I had that on Blu-ray. And I think I don't love the story of this for other reasons, but one of the reasons I don't love it is because you can watch a composited version in the movie. And I remember as a kid, I didn't want to play through like all the levels to get that full story when you could just get the 70 minutes right there,
Mm.
which is
Yeah, I
kind of
actually had
lame.
an opposite. Yeah, but I had an opposite reaction to where I actually watched that movie and it made me want to play through it even more.
Really? Okay.
Same actually.
No, see,
Yeah.
I was like, this is bloated when I play it in the thing. But I'll argue my points. I do say I played it recently. I did get to finish it on the Xbox 360 at the platinum hits
Damn.
right there. My Xbox 360 is still working like a charm. It's loud as fuck, but it's awesome. Um, Still a lot of janky controls. And that's why I was wondering if it was my Xbox or if it was just how the game played. Because I wasn't getting the subscription to play this on the modern stuff.
Yeah.
So I did see that Lego Batman 3 you can play on the modern stuff just for $5. So I just bought that today.
Oh yeah, I bought it when it like went down on price. I have it too.
Yeah, so I'm excited to move away from that. But um yeah, so the I never played the DS one, Jalen. That one's not really good.
No, I'm gonna be honest. From what I remember, I don't think that there is open world in the DS
No,
version.
I don't think there's any open worlds in DS games. They
No,
can't power that.
so I think you just go through the levels and the only bit of replay value that it has is just going through its different characters
Yeah.
and just seeing what you can do, testing it out. I mean, as like a 7-year-old kid, or at the time I was what, 2012, so I was like 8 going on 9.
Yeah.
Um, so at that time, it satisfied the itch, the superhero itch for me, and I'm sure it did for other people too. But when you experience the console version, the Xbox 360 version too, because that was also the console that I used as well, before it cranked out on me, died out on me. It's like a whole new world for people that age.
Yeah. I want to talk about the story first because I want to get like my more negative stuff out of the way, Luis, and I'll argue with you if you feel very positive about this.
Hmm.
Story here is very simple, right? It's Lex Luthor and Joker.
Oh
They're
yeah.
teaming up. Batman and Superman got to stop them. My whole issue is that both a little bit with the gameplay of the story mode and then also the actual plot, it is very dragged out and repetitive compared to the first game. You play the first game, you're fighting someone new every mission, you get all these different environments, it feels very fresh, and then you get the villain levels and you get the reverse perspective, but it's cool because then you get to play as new characters and stuff. In this one, it's the first couple levels are great. You know, you get to
Hmm.
fight that Arkham level is awesome.
Yeah.
because of the variety. And even the opening level is great too. And then it gets to a point where you're a combination of Batman, Robin, or Batman and Superman, and you're chasing this damn Joker robot for like 6 levels in a row. And here's the thing, man. It's fine if you slap World's Finest on this bad boy and call it a day. This might be a Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness moment. But as a kid, and also of Lego superheroes like Marvel right around the corner, this thing's called what? DC Superheroes? I saw in the promotional material Green Lantern and Wonder Woman and Flash and all that.
Yeah.
That is such clickbait, man. This shit is not DC superheroes. It's not. It's a Batman and
Yeah,
Superman game.
Well,
yeah,
well,
it is.
here's my counter argument.
Hmm.
It says DC superheroes. It doesn't say which ones. Batman, Superman, Robin,
Oh,
DC
Yeah,
superheroes.
but Doctor Strange
uh,
2 didn't clarify which multiverses you were going to go to. Then you went to fucking two. That's the same thing. They went to two multiverses. I see two DC superheroes, man.
See, but there they added
great.
madness. So that's different.
I don't, that's my big thing, man. I
No,
I got
actually,
to a
it's
point in the story where I was just fighting the Joker robots, Batman and Superman, fighting the
yeah.
Joker robots, Batman and Superman, fighting the Joker robots, Batman and Superman, and
Hmm.
I was like, God, when can I play as Green Lantern, man?
The final
I,
level.
the final two
Yeah, yeah.
levels,
The final level, bro. I
and
remember being a kid and being so pissed at that to the point where it's
Yeah,
like
I will agree on that.
I was like you to where I fully expected this to actually be DC superheroes, right? Just like how Marvel superheroes was a year later. But then I remember looking for Green Lantern and looking for Flash, and then like the final freaking level comes, and that's where you truly get to play as them. And I
and
was like, bro, screw this.
and it sucks because they're all really fun. The Green
That's true.
Lantern has that really cool like ability with where you can only him can like build the bricks. The Flash
Yeah.
obviously has his janky speed powers, which are so much fun as a kid. Cyborg is just like a tool of everything. He can do so many things. I was playing
Mhm.
Cyborg in that second to last level, and he has strength, he has magnetic, he has his gold laser. He literally just is the GOAT of the league. And Wonder Woman was sick too. And it's like I got so bored of playing as Batman and Superman. I just felt like they wanted to show off Superman this whole game, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
Luis,
Well,
what holds
again,
up for
my
this story, man?
back to my argument. So if you think about it, maybe they just wrote it wrong. It's actually Lego. It's not Lego Batman 2. It's Lego Batman 2 DC superheroes.
Two DC superheroes.
There you go.
Lego
No,
Batman,
but
Superman's here too.
exactly. But I don't know. Sorry, what was the question?
Like what hold this is your second favorite Lego game. What holds up about this story?
I will say, you make a great point, and I guess just didn't realize this as I was playing because I'm so nostalgic of this game. God damn, you do really just fight that Joker robot for most of the
Even
second
if
half
you
of this
want to
game.
go into the scheme of Lex Luthor and Joker, Lex Luthor's scheme is to use a giant Joker robot to poison people into doing whatever he says, and he's gonna do that by going to every campaign stop.
Yeah.
Does he not realize that the voting population is not all going to be at the campaign stops and that the government would immediately interfere?
Yeah, no. So when you vote for president in this world, Gotham Metropolis, nobody else
Yeah,
gets to vote. That's it. Nobody else
yeah.
really exists. Nobody matters. Uh, but no, it's
It-
it's definitely weird. It's weird. Uh, I guess it's just this game is so nostalgic, and I will defend the characterizations of Batman, Superman, and Robin. I think are so good
yeah.
going through. I think Superman has an incredible introduction during the Ace Chemicals level. Um it is so weird that they didn't you create this whole move set for Green Lantern, whole move set for Wonder Woman, Flash, Cyborg. I am surprised, like you said, like most levels are just Batman, Superman, or Batman, Robin. Like, why wasn't one level Superman and Green Lantern, or Batman, or it's a Batman game, all right?
Like
Batman,
Batman
Green
Green Lantern.
Lantern,
Yeah, I
Batman,
know.
Flash, Batman, Wonder Woman. Like, it is very weird it doesn't happen because that's what Lego Marvel superheroes is. That is what Lego Batman 3 does a lot.
Right.
Because Lego Batman 3 is still a Batman game, but they like showcase the other heroes and villains as well.
It's framed like the League is supposed to be this big surprise, but it wasn't a surprise at all in the marketing. And maybe that was like something that
Yeah.
happened after the game development, and maybe they intended to keep it a surprise. But as it
They
sits
also
now, it just feels like such wasted potential.
they also teased it very early on when they talk with Martian Manhunter,
They
like
do,
near the
yeah.
start of the game. Like you show the Watchtower.
Hmm.
So it's like you're not keeping this a secret even in the story. Like
That's
let's
true.
say it
That's
was a
true.
marketing issue, you still showcase them at the start.
I
You
forgot
have
about
Superman
that.
already at Ace Chemicals.
Hmm.
Okay, where are the rest of these heroes?
Right.
I it is definitely a simple story. It's a bit repetitive. I still really just love just seeing combining the two worlds. It's like back then this was not normal for this to happen in gaming and shows other than DCAU. Like having this game where you get to play as Batman and you get Superman, you go against Lex Luthor and Joker. Like that stuff is kind of normal now. We're actually tired of it basically now, Batman, Joker, and stuff like that. But back then, it wasn't the usual. This was actually a really cool thing. I
Hmm.
will actually say I actually really like the voices. Don't get me wrong, I am a huge
Me too.
fan of the mumbles. Like of I absolutely love Indiana Jones. I love the Pirates of the Caribbean game, the Harry Potter games back in the day, Lego Batman 1. But I actually really appreciate the voices. I think the mistake they made is they took too long to give us the option to have both. I feel like the option to have both is such a good idea. I don't think it's executed very well in Skywalker Saga, but I'm glad they brought it back finally. Um,
Do you think that'll be not to jump ahead a lot, but will that be a thing in Lego Batman 4?
I don't think
I don't
so
think so either.
because I don't think it. I think they realized it didn't work very well with Skywalker Saga,
It has to be
and
designed from the ground up, I think.
yeah, I don't think they did that. So I don't think it'll be back.
Mm,
At least unless they just like randomly add it halfway through, like they did with Skywalker Saga.
yeah.
But who knows? Maybe we'll be surprised when it's in there. But I really like the voices, and for it being the first time these games have voices, like it's so well done.
It is.
Like
It's
you
not
can't
phoned
tell
in.
exactly. It's not like the Superman flight mechanics that we talked about, right? Like that
Yeah.
was the first time they did flight mechanics, so obviously it was extremely janky until they got it in the next game and they were able to kind of figure it out. This was the first time doing voices, and it's seamless.
Yeah. It's a lot better than the movie games where they would just cut in dialogue from the movies and the audio tracks are not, they don't line up with the
Not at
games
all.
at all. So having this fully integrated was really cool. I mean, Jalen, how do you feel about the story and the maybe the lack of Green Lantern, man? Your GOAT.
Hey man, lack of Green Lantern automatically gets it 2 stars. Nah, but it when you look back on it, it definitely does feel very repetitive and it does feel a little misleading.
Yeah.
Um, with this whole DC superheroes thing, and meanwhile, you don't actually see the superheroes until the very, very, very last level. Um, the free roam portion looks pretty cool, but at the same time, there really isn't a lot there. But I think part of the reason why this game is lauded so much in that positive space is because of one, like all the aspects that you touched on, Josh, like with this being the first one where they actually communicate, with this being the first one where it's an actual Justice League, I guess, that you can play as in free roam and all that other
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Three, the actual free roaming angle, you get to explore Gotham, and it's a beautiful Gotham. Like I can't
Oh
even
yeah.
lie to you, it is a very, very, very,
Oh
very, very
yeah.
gorgeously designed Gotham City. But the story in and of itself, I would put Lego Batman 1 over this. Looking back,
Oh, any
before
day.
I would have I would have put this as the best of the three. But truly looking back on it, I think Lego Batman 1 is does have a more dynamic, better story than this. And
Yeah.
obviously it has a way better story than Lego Batman 3, but we'll talk about that at some other point.
You
Yeah.
know, Lego Batman 1, I think the genius of it was giving such attention to the Rogues Gallery with the villain levels. I am
Hmm.
shocked, as we're talking about it,
That
why
two
not
doesn't
do
do this.
Justice League levels? Like maybe not even villain levels. Why not Justice League levels? Like right at the end. That's those as the
That's a
bonus levels.
great
Like
idea.
if you're not gonna do villain levels, I would have loved back maybe like see Lex and Joker get the villains to get them parts for the robot and like building it up as they
Right.
go. Like that would have also been really cool. But like I think some Justice League levels as bonus of what they were doing in between the story, like I feel like that would be a cool idea. Or even in Lego Marvel Superheroes, the way they do the bonus level, and they kind of do this ever since then, is like Deadpool is telling you a story of something that happened and then you play that. I feel like it would be cool if we get the bonus levels where Alfred telling a story of maybe how Batman met each one of the League members, and then you get to play that mission of Batman and a League member. That way it's still Batman and somebody.
Right.
Um,
I
and I
like
feel like
that.
that would have been a cool angle to go
I
with
think
this.
the big thing is, and I think the big thing is just the level design because there's a lot of the levels are pretty like well designed in terms of utilizing the characters and stuff, like you said, Luis and
Mhm.
Batman's powers, Superman's powers. There's a lot of fun thing. I like the one where you get to climb up the
Yeah.
the was it the Batcave? I think.
Hmm.
Yeah, I love that one a lot. There's a lot, but I think the problem was they blew their villain load in the first two levels. The first two levels are great, but that's because
Oh
they have
yeah.
every villain ever, and you get to
Hmm.
have such a fun composite. And then you get to the rest, and it's like, I swear, between the Joker or the Joker robot, there's like 8 to 9 boss battles of you're either fighting the Joker or the Joker robot.
Yeah.
And it gets
Yeah.
to a point, man. I was I was just like, damn, the Joker robot is not like that. It doesn't
You
move like
know,
that, man.
another thing I noticed about gameplay is the suits. I like the suits. I really do love them, and
Yeah.
I feel like they're used very well in this game. But something that it did make me realize, and it's something that they do in Lego Batman 3, which I'm excited to talk about that one, is that one I do not have fond memories of. So I'm
Of
actually
the
excited to
suits.
see. No, like just the game overall for Lego Batman 3. Like I
Oh
don't have
yeah,
fond
yeah.
memories of that game at all. Well,
Okay.
kind of. So I'm excited to like replay that. But something that Lego Batman 3 did very well is the suit wheel. So
I
instead of
love
having
that.
to find all the different things, which is still fun, I much prefer you build the beacon once to unlock the suit, and then from now on you have it in the wheel. Like
Yeah.
they do such creative stuff with it because I remember Joker had one, Lex had one,
Cyborg.
Batman, Robin, Cyborg had the best one. I
Yeah, the washing
remember,
machine, man.
yes, that was his stealth suit. Was just a washing machine.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then you had like the big mech when he was like in strike mode. Like they weren't so creative with it, and I feel like playing through this game that it made me miss that. I was like, and that's not a fault to this game at the end of the day, because I still think they used it very well.
Is
It's just a
there
thing of like,
is there a suit in this game that you like a lot compared to some of the other ones?
is it power suit that it's called?
Yeah.
I really like the power suit, and I really like. I think it was the sonar suit. Were always the ones I used to use a
I
lot
did
as a
like that they
kid.
combined the sonar and the glide suit because as separate suits in the
Yeah,
first game, they're lame. But combined, it's a lot better.
yeah, I do
Yeah.
agree on that.
I remember getting the sonar suit in Lego Batman 1 being like, he's like blue, like light blue. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I'm a dork, dude. All I can do is destroy glass. Yeah, dude. And that's like, it is cool. It's called the Bat suit. It's like fully bat. You have sonar abilities and glide. That's pretty
Mm-hmm.
sick. I love the electricity suit. I just love the design of it. I think there's a Lego figure of that suit. I think I have that figure.
Oh shit! I think you're because I think it was released not for this game, but for Lego Batman 3 had a whole like Lego line.
Yeah, it was
And
something
I
like
think it was
that.
part of that because
It
that
was,
Lego Batman 3 has my favorite suit, which is
yeah.
base.
Oh, I have that one. That one's cool. But the electricity suit is such a cool design. I love the effects on that one. And I like Robin's water suit for some, like the hazmat suit. It's a lot better
Oh,
in
the
the
scuba
first.
suit, yeah.
The first game just has the lame Lego piece suck up thing. This one I like
Mm-hmm.
a lot more. It combines
Agreed.
the aquatic suit with that suit, and you get like the best of both worlds. And I love the spray thing. Yeah, man, I don't know. I think that that was my main issue playing through it is that I was burning through these levels, but because I was doing them back to back to back, I'm like I'm getting the same experience over and over. Where Lego Batman 1 is so innovative with all the different like types of characters that you fight in those. And even the villain
Yeah.
levels, like the villain missions in these have cool like camera. I don't know what the right way to say, like new camera angles are really cool.
Hmm.
How they frame them, but they're really short and kind of phoned in compared to the first game, where this one you just
Hmm.
kind of shoot at things for a while.
Yeah.
And the mini kits are super easy to get in those.
Hmm.
So I wasn't a big fan of the. Are there any levels to you two that stand out that you remember that you played recently?
Oh, Arkham level.
Just the Arkham level?
Oh my
Yeah,
God, I love that level.
I was also gonna point out Arkham level.
Yeah.
It's a gas level.
I
It's
think
a
that
And
really
it's
good level.
that first level's a great intro though.
oh my God, yeah. Well, if I had to say the one I've replayed the most my whole life, it's that first opening level.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Like anytime I was bored, I would either play the Lego Marvel Superheroes opening, or I would play the opening to this game. Like these two games have some of the greatest, I think, in my opinion, openings to a
Yeah.
Lego game that they've
hmm
ever had. Like they're incredible, incredibly done.
There's some levels I like. There's one that you start off as a car chase fight, like chasing this armored truck train thing, and then you get on that, and then you're like kind
Yeah.
of traversing through the cars. That
Hmm.
one's really cool.
Very creative.
Um, I do
I
like
love.
the level, the second to last level. You're kind of traversing through up Wayne Tower until you fight the Joker robot, and you do a free fall
Hmm.
thing. That's a super cool level. The whole free
Yeah.
fall effect. And also that utilizes Cyborg and Green Lantern a lot better. Levels I don't like at all are the final level because it's super short and it's such a waste of those characters. You literally are just in this little area and you fight Lex for
Hmm.
15 minutes. And also the Ace Chemicals level, that is the longest level in Lego history. Like
Yep.
it takes minimum like 45 minutes. Did you play that one, the recent playthrough?
I did.
Dude,
It's long as hell.
dude,
Unnecessarily so. It's two levels. Like they could have easily split into two levels
I
when
know.
Superman comes in.
And it's not even a fun level, man. It's tedious as hell.
No, it is. Like crap, I was gonna mention something. I forgot what. We can keep going. I forgot what I was gonna mention.
No, that was the one where I was like, I was feeling it already, and then I that preceded a bunch of Joker levels. I don't know. I don't like to be a negative. I want to transition into what really works about this one, and it's as soon as you exit the levels. The open world in this is the most atmospheric you can possibly get.
Oh
And
And
it's
yeah.
you,
crazy because it's their first.
yeah, Louise, touch on this, man. They opened up Gotham. This is their first time in open world. How do you feel about like the game design from that, from in the Batcave to going on the streets? It's just chaos everywhere, rain everywhere. How do you feel like did they capture it all?
This game has one of my favorite Gothams I think we've ever gotten, like
Mm,
overall. Obviously, it pulls from so many. I think the big inspiration are Burton, obviously, animated series. Like those are the two like big. I mean, like the first game. The first game pulls from those of those as well. So it's like playing through this, going out to that open world for the first time, being able to get in the Batmobile in the Batcave, drive out of the Batcave, go to Jokerland, go over to
hmm
these chemicals, drive through all of Gotham, constant enemies, not to a degree that like it's annoying, just enough that like you can stop anywhere and start fighting and then you can just keep going. Like it's just enough.
Yeah.
Um, and it's just so fun. Like it's always raining, it's dark, it's Gotham, it's like essential Gotham. And there's the small details too. Like you can go to like the zoo and you have like all the animals around there. You can go to the amusement park, you can get on the rides. Like I still remember getting on that roller coaster as a kid, just looking at how it went. Being able to access the suits from time to time. It's just so perfect. And when you go into that bat cave, it feels like a bat cave. And
Yep.
go to the left, you go to the customizer, and it's the suit change. You can go up the steps, like I said, get on that bat wing and fly out. That still was one of the coolest things ever in that game. You can go down to the bat boat as well. Like that's awesome. The fact that you can go out a different three different ways to the bat cave, however you choose. It's still one of my favorite things. And like I feel like that's why I love this game so much. It's just it
Yeah.
is the essential Gotham, the essential Batman experience when you're outside of the levels. Like it's weird that the levels have so many issues, yet once you're out of there, it's perfect. Like the free roam open world is perfect.
Aside from the flying.
Well, yeah. Oh God.
But everything else.
I
Jalen,
forgot how bad I really forgot how bad that was.
yeah. Jalen, as professionals here talking about a Lego children's game, is this open world? This is the definition of aura, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. Without a doubt, this is the definition of aura, bro. I like the first time that you see it all like dark
Yeah.
and rainy and grizzled and all that, bro. I'm like, yes, hell
Mhm.
yes. I think this is the only game to really capture that Burton Gotham feel in the most perfect way. Because even like Arkham Origins, when you look at it, I would say Arkham Origins doesn't really capture it captures Gotham, but not like in a great distinct way. I think there haven't really been too many games other than the Arkham games to really capture Gotham in a distinct way. And even then, I would say Arkham City is the most distinct one. Arkham Knight feels repetitive a little bit to me.
Yeah.
But this game, low-key might have a better open world Gotham. This game and DC Supervillains, these two might be the best
Oh.
open world Gotham. No, no, not DC Supervillains.
I don't like the open world very much in DC Supervillains.
Yeah, we can get into that when we get
Really?
there, man.
We'll get there. Maybe I'm
Really?
misremembering, but that always annoyed me a bit.
Interesting, because that's my favorite open world in any Lego game.
It
Yeah,
has
in
some of the
any Lego
greatest
game.
aspects, but I don't like the Gotham there.
That's so interesting. Okay. Well, look at
We'll
that.
get
We
there.
already got
We'll get there.
yeah, let's say we already got a topic for then. But I really, really, really love this Gotham to make a long, long tangent short.
Yeah, dude, that's how I read that apparently they originally designed the game to have traffic and pedestrians, but it wasn't going to work out. And so instead, someone suggested that they do the chaos and the constant rain. And that was the best suggestion ever. Because you get like a
Mhm.
Marvel year later, and that's what you want out of traditional, just like pedestrians and stuff going around. Um, nah, this rocks, man. This is like full unhinged. The type of Gotham they talk about when they say like people can't live there, like why do people live there? How do people live like this, man? It's chaos before like anything even happens. It's just chaos the whole time from like
Yeah.
level two. And I love that they do that. And then it doesn't stop as soon as you beat the story. It's still just like I love the constant rain. It's so cool. I just wish that the flying characters were better because I love flying around. There's so much
Hmm.
cool stuff to see, and I love the design of like all the buildings. Who Wayne Tower is one that always sticks out to me, man. I love Wayne Tower. I remember doing some of the missions up there. There's nothing wrong.
Oh.
I think the best way to play it though is just playing as Batman and Robin
Oh
instead of
yeah.
like playing as Flash or Green Lantern in the open world, because doing a lot of the traversal up the buildings is is what
Mhm.
you want.
Oh, 100%, Brian. I mean, one of my favorite things to always do was always go to the top of Wayne Tower and just glide down and see all of Gotham as you're like gliding from the top. Like that was always such a cool experience every time I did that as a kid.
Yeah. Oh, dude, the second level where you get to jump down as Batman and Robin. Yeah, dude, that does it does save it, man. It does save it because it really is for me at least. Because I don't have the nostalgia for it in the same way that a lot of people do. I have nostalgia for the first one. It's really like a tale of two games here. Because one game
Hmm.
I'm not a big fan of, and one game I'm like, this rocks. Just like
Yeah.
throw me here. And I think it's very similar. I've said this before. People that say Lego Batman 2 is one of the best, like you, Luis, I think give off. This might be mean. This gives off like the prequels are the best because I'm nostalgic for them and they have cool things in them. This gives off Revenge of the Sith is the best Star Wars movie. Revenge of the Sith is
But
a
that
good
would
Star
hurt
Wars
me.
movie.
That
Damn.
would
You
hurt
know what's
me.
crazy? I'm not gonna out who said this to me the other day, but Jackson and me were talking about Star Wars, and the dude just comes up to us like, "Oh, my three Star Wars season two," and we're like, "Oh, what's your favorite movie? What's your ranking?" He goes, three, two, one, six,
Oh,
five. for and
You're
Disney
ki-
doesn't exist. That was what he said.
oh my, I can't even. I'm
And
not
he
gonna get
said,
sidetracked. I'm not
and he
gonna get
said, Rise of
sidetracked.
Skywalker was better than Last Jedi.
I'm not gonna. I can't fall down that. But that's the
All
same.
right,
That's the
that's
same
why I'm
energy, man.
offended. That's why I'm offended. I don't believe that.
I think. I think Lego Batman 2 is widely fueled by the nostalgia and love for the open world, and it
Yeah.
clouds people's visions of all the issues, similar to the prequels. The world building in the prequels is fucking awesome. And then you get to the actual meat of the story there, and you're like, oh man, oh, some of this dialogue is not
Okay,
good.
I will admit,
It's not a one-to-one, but it's, I mean, you get what I'm saying, right?
I'm just gonna ignore that. Um, I will because I'm offended. I will say, uh, I think one of the best things we've done on this pod is get to replay both games because yeah, they have switched for me. I still have so much
Yes.
nostalgia for Lego Batman 2, and I haven't wanted to admit this as we
And
were
you
going, but
can.
I should admit it now. It has gone down.
Hmm.
It is. I don't. It's hard. I don't know if it's left my top five because I'm not a huge fan of a lot of the later Lego games, but there's so many good ones earlier on.
My agenda isn't to make you not like Lego Batman 2. My agenda is to make you like Lego Batman 1 more because it's a
You
better
have,
game.
you have like
Yeah.
the story of Lego Batman 1 is so perfect in
Yeah.
how the Rogues Gallery is at full power the entire time. You have those
Yep.
villain levels. You get to explore both the Bacchus and Arkham.
The
Like
hubs are
it
good in those
is
games too. Yeah.
like bro, other than the open world, I have to end up agreeing.
Yeah.
Like the more we talk about it, the less the less my like enjoyment of the game is going down. I
Welcome
still
to
love it.
Exploring DC, everybody, where Luis questions his Lego rankings and
We're
actually changes them
Yeah.
This is the podcast where I'm
because of
too
Josh's
negative
argument.
and I'll ruin a nostalgic favorite.
You've ruined. We're never covering Lego Marvel Super. Thank God we're never
No, no, no,
covering
no.
Lego
That
Marvel
one's dude,
superheroes. I don't want to hear it.
no, because
I
I've
know, I
been
know.
playing that one with the girlfriend. That one is literally top five.
Oh, that one still holds up.
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah. This one I think I love I love the idea of it. More Star Wars stuff, you know? There's stuff here that I love, and then I
Yeah,
look at the
yeah.
whole package and I'm like, damn. And honestly though, if they
It's
just
like the
called it
breakup.
if they just
It's like
called it
the
Lego
breakup.
Batman 2 or Lego Batman and Superman, World's Finest, much better game for me. Then I'm okay.
Hmm.
And I know that's petty, but like that's how I feel.
I just want to say
It's
that
missed potential, man.
I love how you worded that. I love the idea of this game, but
Yeah.
the actual game, when you look at the past, when you look at the actual game, it's actually not that great. But the idea of it is, I love
The
it.
idea of Lego Batman 2 is great, yeah.
What really screwed me, you immediately screwed me from the start when you made the Multiverse of Madness comparison.
That's what
I
I'm
was like,
saying, dude.
fuck. You right?
Green Lantern's on this damn poster, so is Wonder
Fuck you
Woman.
right?
They're on the case, man.
I know.
Look at
They're
it.
like promoted
Catwoman,
Oh,
Cat
everywhere.
shit.
Catwoman's not lined up ever with them because it's just these two.
Yeah.
It's just misleading, man. Damn. It's okay, because here's the thing. I'll make you like Lego Batman 3 more too.
No, that is a no. That is a no. There is no possible world
Yes,
where
I
that
will.
game can be liked. There is no possible world.
Oh yeah,
That
we'll
game
get
is
into that.
not good in the slightest.
Okay.
This is a separate
I
talk,
wouldn't go
man.
that far. I wouldn't go that far.
We'll get there. We'll get
Still.
there. Yeah, man. Do you guys have
Oh,
any like random throwaway like thoughts on this one?
thoughts?
Just random tangents?
I'm not. I remember thinking this too. I wasn't really fucking with like the Flash's design.
I don't
It's
like
so
the
random.
helmet. The helmet's
Yeah,
bad.
and it's so
Early Lego.
yeah, I say the helmet is bad.
Yeah.
And then like I was so happy to see it got so much better in Lego Batman 3. That is the one thing that I love about Lego Batman 3 is the character designs.
Green
Every
Lantern looks
character
great
design
though.
is beautiful. Green Lantern does look great, and I'm
Yeah.
happy with that. But the Flash is a no.
Flash is a no. Lex Luthor's kind of boring too in this game.
You're just a bald guy in a suit.
He doesn't get his power armor till the last level.
Again, nothing DC superheroes-esque
Hmm.
until the
Hmm.
last level. More stuff to support Josh's argument.
Yeah. You know what also makes me mad about this one? This is so like nitpicky, but in the like second or third level, Luis, when they first go to the Batcave in their normal attire,
Yeah.
they break me when they call him Dick Grayson because it's not. It's Tim Drake. It's Tim Drake in Lego Batman 1 and Lego Batman
Wait,
3.
fuck, you're right. Wait, what the fuck do they? I didn't process that when
See,
I played
when
that.
people do
He is Tim.
like Lego timelines, this is the thing that confuses them. They try to break the Lego Batman timeline down. It's not like it says it's Dick Grayson, it's just not.
I think the last timeline I saw, what they did was they made this a prequel to Lego Batman,
That doesn't
but
make sense
it
though.
that also doesn't
No, no,
work.
no.
Just
All you have to
stuff that
do is
happens
just
in
say
Lego
that
Batman.
that is a fluke because it's not Dick Grayson. I think someone just fucked that up.
Martian Manhunter said it. He doesn't know Dick or Tim. There you go. Boom.
There you go. It's very clearly, even the attitude is very clearly Tim over Dick.
It is Tim Drake.
And that
That ain't
bugs
my
me.
dick.
I saw that and I was like, man, I forgot about that. Because otherwise, you could follow the timeline from Batman 1 to DC villains pretty succinctly. It's pretty easy.
Yeah. Even Dimensions fits, which is weird.
Even Dimensions. Lego Batman 4 is going to be its own separate thing, I think, which is cool. I'm down.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm down for a reboot.
Me too, man. That's all I have. I mean, I want to go back and play. I didn't have time to play. That's my biggest regret. I didn't have time to play all the open world stuff, and I really want to get into that.
Hmm.
I don't think I really gave it the full time of day when I was a kid, and I'd love to unlock a lot of the characters I didn't initially. Except
Oh yeah.
Supergirl is hard because she's the 100% one, so maybe I won't get there. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I don't think I ever watched Supergirl, but I still remember there's a lot of characters I discovered through this game. Like Hush. I remember there was a Hush like open world mission,
I
and it's through
ended
this game.
I ended my playthrough having the Justice League, Captain Boomerang,
Yeah, I did have him
and
too.
a couple goons, and that was it. And I was like, what a random like collection
Yeah.
to have, man. Yeah, okay. Luis, give me your closing thoughts, and then actually, Jalen, I'll start with you, and then I'll get to Luis.
Okay, a very good sequel
Yeah,
to a very great game
yeah.
that upon nostalgic revisiting is not better than the first game.
No, no.
Thank you, Josh, host of Exploring DC.
Luis, I don't want you to be
This
mad, man.
this is the episode that broke me.
I know, I'm so sorry.
Like, god
I didn't
damn.
know I didn't know we don't talk before these episodes a ton about how we feel about things. So I didn't know. I didn't know like that.
Like, damn.
He looks
No,
defeated. Everyone, he looks defeated. Well, for our listeners, not our viewers, he looks defeated.
this game has been number two for so long, and I don't even know if it's top five. And that's for
Wow.
and that's
What a
hurting me.
decrease. What a decrease. And meanwhile, y'all,
Okay, since we're at the
Josh is
end,
over
let
here
me think
looking
about this.
vindicated.
The open world can be
Give me a
top
sec. Give
five.
me a sec. Okay, let me. Oh no, open world. I think it's still the greatest open world they've done, other than maybe Lord of the Rings. I'm not a huge fan of that game, but like the open world's incredible in that game. It's huge.
Yeah.
I still think Gotham might be better though. I don't know.
There's a lot of them.
What
Yeah.
what is what is my top five? So, since we're at the end, I'm just gonna do this real quick because it's driving me nuts. Complete Saga, Indiana Jones, Lego Batman, Lego Marvel Superheroes. I don't know what else could go on there other than Lego Batman 2.
Maybe DC villains. That one's a pretty good one.
You know what? No, I'll keep Lego Batman 2 has gone to five. I'll
Okay.
keep it at five. Super Villains is like six. I love that game, but I
You're
don't
not
think it's top five.
you're not putting the Lego Movie 2 video game up
Oh
there?
hell no!
Hell no.
Oh hell no! I hate that game so with a passion.
Oh yeah. Dude, I could talk about Lego games all day. They're great.
Same.
Even like even the ones I have problems with, I had so much fun playing this. Like,
Oh yeah.
don't I'm gonna close that off with saying, don't get me wrong, this game has flaws and I like to point them out. Same with the prequels, but I still enjoy both. I can
Hmm.
still go back and play Lego Batman 2 and be like, damn, there's a lot of cool stuff in this one. And it really is
Oh yeah.
it's a pioneer, man. it was very much experimenting with a lot of new concepts that
Hmm.
were a little overdue, and I think they did a lot of great stuff. I just you know,
I mean, without the experimentation of this game, we don't get Lego Marvel superheroes.
no, we don't,
That's true.
which is an incredible, incredible game. And I
Hmm.
hope, I mean, DC Villains kind of got there, but I would love to see like a full. There still is a proper Lego DC superheroes game out there that's not so Batman focused and not
Yeah.
its own thing. I just don't think we'll get there, but it'd be really cool.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. And next time, next month, you guys are gonna like Lego Batman Fury. That's my mission, man. So we'll get there when we cross that bridge.
Yeah, that's not happening. But I'm excited for Legacy though. I'm
Yeah,
excited that we're building to Legacy.
yeah. You guys talked about that moving up a week early. That's cool. I'm pretty hyped for that. I need to find time to like burn through that game though, depending on how long it is.
Yeah, I think it's the longest Lego DC game they've made. Still
I'm
not ridiculous, but I think it's the longest one.
I think that's easily like my most excited DC thing this year, especially after some of the trailers we've gotten. Lego Batman 4's consistently been there for me, and I'm like, I know what I'm getting here, and it's gonna be awesome.
I cannot wait to drive around in this Batmobile.
The worst it can be is like similar to Skywalker Saga, and Skywalker Saga isn't a bad game. It's just kind of like has its issues with the new engine.
Yeah,
But
that
I think
game,
it's gonna be better than that,
it
based on what I
already looks
saw.
10 times better. Like
Yeah,
you can tell they hit their stride with the new engine.
I don't know. I'm stoked, man. I think I'm gonna pre-order the fancy gold edition soon.
Hmm.
It's getting there. I need to get those other Batmobiles too.
Oh yeah,
News, I didn't have a lot. I saw that Valerie Perrine, who played Eve Tessmacher, the first one to ever play that character, passed away, I think today at the age of 82, as the
yes
time
she
of this
did.
recording. Um, Dropping like flies, that Superman cast, and it's hard to see. We just lost Gene Hackman recently. We lost Margot Kidder a few years ago, Christopher Reeve obviously a while ago. Um, it's slim, man, and it sucks.
Hmm.
Um, so yeah, I don't remember a lot of her other roles, but shout out, shout out Eve Tessmacher. That
Yeah,
character needs a big comeback compared to some. I wasn't big on her in Superman. I think she had some fun moments, but I think she could do a lot more than just be
I
like the characterization that it is.
I thought she was really good. There were some jokes with her and Jimmy that to this day, every time I rewatch Superman, it's like the one thing that kind of irks me when I rewatch that movie. But I do actually really like what they did with Eve in that movie, and I'm glad that that character gets to continue. Uh,
Yeah,
and that character name still stays in our heads, and she will forever be remembered for that. I mean, that movie's iconic, so forever a legend. So rest in peace to that actress.
yeah. I saw that you guys talked about Aaron Pierre joining Man of Tomorrow, and I saw that some of the other Superman cast members are coming back, like Hawk Girl and Engineer and stuff. Am I the only one a little concerned that they're not adding enough new blood into this movie? That it's very much like the same, admittedly already kind of a bloated cast in the first one, which I love the first one. But there's a lot of people in that movie. So all they're doing is adding like two or three new people and then
Hmm.
having the same 16 people from the first one is the vibe I'm
Well,
getting.
I don't know if Guy Gardner and Mr. Terrific are gonna be in it. Have they been announced
Why would
yet?
Hawk Girl be in it and not those two though?
Green Lantern
Yeah, John Stewart.
Oh. Oh,
to
you're
tease
right.
that.
You're right. Maybe. That's a good point. That's a good point. I still am a little. It depends how they balance it. I just don't want it to be like watered down equal.
Like I think it also depends on what happens in Lanterns, because if Hal Jordan, let's just say, dies or whatever, or something happens drastically to Hal Jordan's character, Guy Gardner might have to leave Earth to report for duty, and then John Stewart is the main Green Lantern on Earth, therefore making him the go-to.
Uh,
Yeah, I think the weird one to me is the engineer. Don't get me wrong, I love her. Like I actually ended up really loving her in Superman. That was weird that she's coming back, in my opinion. That's
I
like a character that I did not need back.
I think they needed to cycle out some people, and I'm worried James Gunn just wants to put all his friends back in it.
Yeah, plus
Yeah,
like with the whole Authority movie or whatever that is not really
that's just
panning
never
out.
happening.
Yeah, it's never happening. I'm curious as to why
The engineer's coming
Engineer
back.
is coming back. Yeah,
Uh,
Well,
I,
I
I
think it's
don't.
the Friends thing because the movie's never happening, so he's bringing her back in Superman.
I just thought Man of Tomorrow was gonna be more of a buddy piece than an ensemble piece again,
Yeah,
and I'm a little concerned. Like, is the Daily Planet crew all gonna be in this one again?
probably.
I. It really depends. I mean, if they end this movie with Salvation Run, and there was another storyline that we talked about here on the pod that I looked up, with Brainiac and because they're still casting that female character, which seems to be Maxima.
Yeah.
And there's a storyline with Maxima, Superman, and Brainiac that then leads into Salvation, I believe.
Okay, you're right.
I wonder how many of these characters are actually big parts of the movie, and how many are gonna follow the Maxima storyline from the comics, where it's Superman, Maxima, Lex Luthor, and then they recruit by the end other heroes to fight Brainiac and whatever else is coming. I
But they
wonder how
would,
many of them will actually have a role in this movie.
but they would write the report now. I feel like they would try to keep that a secret, no?
Yes, but the DC, I think we're not considering how much good news DC needs right now with how the trailers have been received. Like, I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
I see them more as distraction pieces than anything else. Again, I could be wrong. I think like John will probably have a pretty good. It's just I don't see how they fit because if you're doing the thing of Brainiac coming in, John makes sense because he's supposed to be Green Lantern. It's a cosmic threat. That
hmm
makes complete sense. Hawkgirl, okay, you're trying to tease that and she's a Justice Society member. Cool. I don't know why the engineer's back. I don't know why we need the whole cast from Superman back. If the rumor, like, imagine the rumors were true and we're actually gonna get Peacemaker and Supergirl in this movie somehow. Uh, like, I don't get how. I
And
think like
Lobo.
this movie would have been perfect, and Lobo. This movie would have
Yes.
been perfect if it was just Superman, Lex, and the new character of Maxima taking the place of the engineer, and then you just bring back some of the supporting cast from Daily Planet to like be around. Like I feel like that's all you really needed to go against Brainiac
I
for this
just,
movie,
I feel like the argument that was made forever is just that we haven't had a Superman sequel
and we still don't.
since Superman 2 in
Hmm.
1981, and even that was cut to shit.
Hmm.
We haven't had a Superman sequel that's gone smoothly. It's just a Superman sequel.
I mean, yeah, I mean, even now, it's like James Gunn even himself keeps saying it. It's not Superman 2, it's the body
I
cop
know.
movie, a lot more from the perspective of Lex with Superman in it. And it's like, I used to have my own YouTube channel that I kind of let die
Yeah.
recently. But even I made a video of, oh, and now that we have James Gunn Superman, we're finally getting that sequel that we're always getting. And then I put up the headline of Man of Tomorrow. It's like, well, shit.
Right, right. I don't know,
And
man.
it's like, I don't know. Like, who knows? Like this movie, I'm worried is gonna have the issue, and that's the Spider-Man curse that I call it. And it's Spider-Man 3, TASM 2. Two of the biggest issues that they have is that they overstuff the movies
Yeah.
compared to their
Yep.
predecessors. And I'm worried Brand New Day kind of starting to have that issue a little bit, even though that one still looks like it's fine for now. And I'm worried that Man of Tomorrow is going to have that issue as well. That it's too overstuffed with things that don't really join together except the main storyline. And I wonder like how it's going to work. I still trust. I have enough trust from the first movie to
Right.
like think it's going to be good,
hmm
but like man, it's not looking great. And the trailers for the this year stuff are not helping me.
It's very strange because, like, on the one hand, I had so much skepticism about a lot of DCU year one stuff, especially
Hmm.
like Creature Commandos and Peacemaker. And a lot of headlines like didn't make sense to me. Like everything with Rick Flag Sr. didn't make sense to me. Everything with Peacemaker still being a part of the
Yeah.
universe didn't make sense to me. But then you saw these projects and outside of the Peacemaker finale, like I've really enjoyed all of it.
Hmm.
And so I'm curious if this second year will be similar, where I'm seeing what they're putting in front of me, I'm very confused, and then I digest it and I'm like, well, this is still pretty good food. Or if this is kind of where the weirdness hits a breaking point.
Yeah.
It's such a it's never the DCU is so weird. And it's not like it
Mhm.
has to be formulaic like MCU. It's just
Mm.
it's like dark universe weird, you know?
Oh, that is wow. I
But
agree with
like,
you.
That's
you
very
know what I
No, like I
mean?
agree with you. It's just
Or
damn, that's
like
rough.
the Sony, obviously the Sony universe and the dark universe, like the Sony Spider-Man shit. Those are things that are way worse studio initiative,
Obviously, yeah, yeah.
but they give off a similar energy where we're just kind of throwing random characters at the wall,
Yeah.
and
It
I
feels
don't
like
get it.
to me this is James Gunn's world and we're just living in it. That's
Yeah,
like part of
right?
the issues that I've
Hmm.
had is that it just feels also James Gunn and even Supergirl, not a James Gunn movie in the slightest, but still feels like a James Gunn movie. Lanterns feels very underwhelming. Guess we'll have to see with Clayface. It just doesn't necessarily feel like I know he said a group of people worked on the plans for this universe and the plans for what's going on. It doesn't feel like it. It feels like this
Mm-mm.
is just all James Gunn's vision. And then of course he has this obsession with um almost like a pretentious obsession with bringing obscure characters into light, into the light because, obviously it worked for Guardians and what have you, but
Hmm.
it just all feels so weird and it doesn't really feel really exciting. Even choosing Salvation as your first big crossover storyline that you're choosing to follow with Rick Flag Sr. as the main catalyst, the main bad guy, I guess, right now behind all this. It just doesn't feel enticing enough.
Kind of feels like when
You
Yeah.
you
know?
ask someone their favorite movie and they pull out like a Godard or a Bergman or something, and it's like,
Hmm.
yeah, that's a good movie, man. That's not one of your favorites, dude. Maybe,
I
Yeah.
maybe it is, but it's like it feels like the people that aren't authentically, It's in the same way James Gunn,
mhm.
I don't feel like authentically wants to use some of these characters. He's just kind of like,
I
That's why
think
I
we're
say
running.
pretentiously.
Yeah, I think we're running into an issue where the cracks are showing. And something that I was very worried about when James Gunn took over DC is that you have a creative in a position that should be a producer. Like
yeah,
the whole point, the reason Marvel may have its issues right now, but the reason Marvel ran so well for so long is because you had somebody at the top whose only job was loving these characters, who loved the comics, making them a successful universe, and
yeah,
picking the right people to make that happen.
an
The
actual studio
problem,
head,
exactly, you have Gunn running this thing, and as much as I love him, he has his own vision for this universe. He is a
right?
creative. He'll want to continue being creative. He won't want to stop that. So he has nobody above him telling him no, or this won't work, or where is my Wonder Woman movie? Where is my Batman movie? Where is this? Where is that other thing? We're doing Clayface and Supergirl. Cool.
Cool.
Okay. Where are like my big characters? Like, why are you not building towards something bigger?
Yeah.
And I feel like the problem is that he doesn't have that person because even Peter Safran, bro, Peter Safran don't do shit. You cannot convince me that Peter Safran does anything in that
No,
studio.
he's dicking around doing stuff with James Wan and stuff, man. He ain't doing
Exactly.
no
So
he
it's
ain't doing
like
no
I don't
It's
know.
like it's the same issue that we have with Zack Snyder.
Yeah, it was the Zack Snyder universe. That was the
Zack
problem.
Snyder was shepherding things, but he was too involved in everything, and it got to a point where, yeah, sometimes with both Gunn and Snyder, the stuff they put out is really fucking rad.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean it's what you want the whole flavor to be, man. I get that completely. It honestly still feels like the old DCEU. Remember that period in like 2019
Yeah.
forward where we were getting the Shazam movie and the Birds of Prey movie, then a Wonder Woman
Mm-hmm.
movie, and then Black Adam,
Oh, yeah.
Suicide Squad. There's no cohesion there. It's just like, yeah, Wonder Woman's a
Throwing
big
shit at the
character.
wall.
Wonder Woman's a big character in there, but where's the through line? It's the same thing. Superman's a big character, but where's the through line in
Yeah.
the rest of
And
it?
like the problem
We're back to
is
where we were, man.
it will forever be, I think, one of the stupidest decisions, even though it worked for some in some ways, to not fully reset. I having some any connection to the DCEU, having Gunn be allowed to just dictate whether the fuck he wanted to do. Like I still to this day believe it was one of the biggest mistakes they ever made. Now, there are good things that came out of it. I think Peacemaker, other than that finale, I'm really happy it continued. It was an incredible time. But big picture, looking at the big picture, him allowing him to continue that show, I think was one of the like worst thing they could have done. Not keeping it separate,
Mm.
like allowing this universe to still be so connected to the DCEU will never fully allow us to disconnect from it until maybe a couple, like 5 more years down the road, if he's still allowed to have this universe 5 years down the road. Because I don't know, like what's gonna happen. Not even Paramount. It's just if things keep going this rocky, like we're still early enough that there could be a big change.
That's true.
It's like if you have a new relationship, but you still have your old relationship pictures up on Instagram, and it's like
Yes, you know what it's like?
you
It's like
can't move away from that.
you found a new relationship, but they're the exact same as the previous one, but only certain things. Like you look for the same person again.
And you still have the previous relationship up on your Instagram.
Yeah,
You guys have spent bars.
I don't know, man. Like Jalen, I don't want to hate, dude. I want to love.
Yeah, bro. No, bro. I mean, I told Luis even like after the Lantern showing or the Lanterns trailer, I was like, look, this is making me miss the DCU a little bit. Like, at least some of that stuff was genuinely really fucking cool.
I think it's
You
just
know?
the thing that's hurting right now is we've gone we're going a long time, almost a year without anything in this universe. So all we're getting is headlines for 10
yeah,
months straight. That
Yeah,
is
and, and,
too
and and then like
long.
they keep announcing projects that no one really care like Jimmy Olsen show,
Yeah,
uh Mr. Terrific, which is cool, Blue Beetle, a
Mr.
Deathstroke and
Miracle.
Bane. Yeah, I say a Deathstroke and Bane movie that is totally gonna be salvation, but they're just
yeah,
not saying anything. A Teen Titans movie that they just ditched to write Wonder Woman, but that's not moving. Paradise Lost, Waller,
Yeah.
Authority,
Teen
They're
the
all
list goes on.
Titans.
they're all sick
Yeah,
ideas
Swamp
if they're
Thing.
paired with your flavors that you want, your base, you know? It's like
Yeah.
I had this kid, man, when okay, so I went to like a private school and they had like more fancier traditional school lunches. And so they had salad day where they bring in a bunch of stuff. And I remember this guy, I don't want to name names, but for salad day, dude would not get any lettuce. He would just go past the lettuce and get all the toppings, bro. He gets some ham, he gets some peppers, bacon bits, ranch, throw that all together,
Well,
call it a day.
for one, this is really fancy. Like this is super
I
fancy.
know,
I
I
so
was
I'm
like,
saying, I'm
I
what
trying
what
want
to,
fucking
something like this.
cafeteria did you fucking have?
yeah, man, okay. I told you private school, man. It was different, man.
Jesus.
Anyway, my point is you need the base. Even if the base isn't always the most fun, exciting thing, even if a Superman,
Yeah,
Batman, Wonder Woman is the most exciting project, you need the base to make the flavors stand out.
the problem is we haven't changed. Like we
No,
go to the DCEU, and the main problem was they. What was the main problem? They were
no
trying to catch
cohesion.
up to the MCU. Well,
Hmm.
other than the cohesion, like one of the biggest problems was they were always trying to catch up. We went from a Superman movie to a Batman and Superman movie to a Justice League movie,
Yeah.
and with only Suicide Squad and Wonder Woman in between. And then we started doing a bunch of random ass projects. The problem with the DCU, it's like I think they in their heads are thinking they're avoiding this. Oh, we're not building to Justice League yet. But like we're actually building, we're doing it right. No, you're doing MCU in Phase 3 and Phase 4 got to introduce Doctor Strange, Captain Marvel, Shang-Chi, all these like random ass characters because they
Hmm.
earned it with the first two phases. You're doing Phase 3, Phase 4 type projects in Phase 1. And that is where the issues start coming in. Like a Jimmy Olsen show, as much as I want a Mr. Terrific show, a lot of the parts we're saying should be Phase 2, 3. We should have gotten a Wonder. We should have a Wonder Woman project next year. We should not be having to wait till 2029 for a Batman project to come out.
Yeah.
Like, it's ridiculous. Yet we got Creature Commandos, something that probably shouldn't have happened for a couple more years.
The
Look,
first project in your DCU is Creature
What's Creature
Commandos.
Commandos?
mhm.
That's crazy, isn't it?
You
Mm-hmm.
look at the Arrowverse, you had multiple years of Arrow and Flash setting your
Yeah.
baseline before you introduced a weird ass concept like Legends of Tomorrow. You look at the DCAU, you had multiple years of Batman and Superman setting your baseline
Mm-hmm.
before you introduced Justice League Unlimited and Batman Beyond, some of these wilder
And Static
concepts.
Shock and Zeta
Static
Project and
Shock.
all these stuff that's not like your
Yeah.
Yeah,
main.
You
it's
have
just
to build.
it's fundamental design flaw by I just it's not, I don't know, man. It's not even like trying to be nerdy and being like, I want Wonder Woman and The Flash because I'm boring. It's just like you're not
But
doing it right,
yeah, I mean, but
essentially, inherently.
I think I think that's okay too, where it's like for Marvel, I guess a person could use the argument of like at the time that the MC was first starting up, Marvel's big three was what? Spider-Man, X-Men,
Yeah,
the Hulk. Spider-Man, X-Men, Fantastic Four. You could go either way, but Spider-Man and X-Men were in those big three,
Oh
and
yeah,
it was
right.
either
yeah.
Fantastic Four or the Hulk. So it was like Marvel kind of was like, okay, who else can we really use? And then you get Captain America, Iron Man, Thor. But you focus on those three, and then you slowly branch out to people
Yeah.
like Spider-Man and Black Panther and
Yeah.
Captain Marvel and Doctor Strange, Ant-Man, Guardians, all this other stuff. The DCU started off with Superman, then we instantly go into a Batman versus Superman movie, then we go into Suicide Squad. There's no base there really. You start off with you technically start off with Creature Commandos, but you first film is Superman, then you're instantly going into Supergirl, which is cool, but then you have a Clayface movie before you have introduced your universe
Hmm.
as Batman.
And
You
at the
you
same
introduce
time,
a
those
you introduce
characters, you're not building on them. Creature
exactly,
Commandos
exactly.
isn't going anywhere in the wider universe. Clayface isn't going to go anywhere in the wider universe. Those are their own little things. They're going to stay
Exactly,
that.
exactly. Yeah, and it makes no sense. I think I told Luis this last week or a couple weeks ago. Like, it makes no sense how you're introducing a member of your Big Three's rogues gallery, like just one member, and it's not
Mm-hmm.
even like a A-list. You know what I mean? It's not a Riddler, it's not a Joker, a Penguin, anything like that. It is Clayface, who's like B tier, I would say. And he's getting his own movie, his own $40 million movie before you have introduced your Bruce Wayne, your Batman, or your Bruce Wayne at least. You haven't even mentioned Wayne
Mm-hmm.
Enterprises in any of the DC projects, and you've had opportunities, you know?
Here's here's another thing. Is it not crazy that Rick Flag Sr. and Clayface have had more appearances in the DCU up till now than Superman? Clayface was a Creature Commandos too.
Hmm.
Wow.
By
Yeah.
the time
Yo,
Clayface comes down,
Rick Flag has appeared in everything. That's not good. I'm
he's
sorry.
the
I
yeah.
like him. That's not good. Like Rick Flag should not be your anchor.
Rick
He
Flag
should not be
Sr.
your anchor. And it's James Gunn using his friends. And I don't like it. I don't even really like Frank Grillo like that. I don't think Frank Grillo is a phenomenal actor in my personal opinion. He's not enticing enough to be the main
Hmm.
bad guy or the catalyst behind all of this. So I just don't get it.
Hmm. You have your cake and you eat it too, man. We've had all these same arguments before, and then we had a whole wave of good stuff, you know? There's a
Yeah.
chance it's gonna happen again. I think what's killing us right now is the wait.
Hmm.
It's too long, man.
There should have been
And
an animated show in between at least.
but then again, you had Marvel. You only had like one movie a year for a long time.
I mean, 2024 Marvel,
But Marvel
like
also
going
wasn't,
back there.
there was no expectation until you got to the thing. And I think that's their issue. You
Oh
set
yeah,
up and you put out in 2023 this roadmap. And when you put out a roadmap, people expect something.
and then you give us this movie that was like, holy shit, this is what this universe can
Yeah.
be, and then we don't get anything for another year basically from movies.
Like the MonsterVerse doesn't put out a roadmap. People don't care, you know. It's like you get Godzilla, you get Kong.
You get
You
it
use those
announced like a year
characters.
before it comes out. Like, oh hey guys, next year we're getting this.
Yeah, I think that's the thing that they did wrong. They should have just been like, "Hey, we're making DC projects. They can cross over as we please. We're just
Yeah,
gonna kind of do them now."
there should
Instead,
not have been an announcement.
They were like, "This is gods and monsters." And remember, the Flash is important to watch. Blue Beetle.
Yeah.
You know what I knew was the issue is when they said Blue Beetle isn't the first movie, but Blue Beetle is the first character in the DCU.
Oh yeah.
I was like, what the fuck does that mean?
That announcement has aged horribly.
Damn, bro. It's so this will be such a fun whether it goes good or not, it'll be fun to look back at this in like 5 years when the
Yeah.
inevitable Paramount downfall happens, and then it's like, oh damn. Or maybe it succeeds, which I would love, man. I mean, we set out. I started this podcast with the goal of the DCU really thriving, and
Mm-hmm.
it kind of hit it might come back. It hit a really good thrive in that summer.
Yeah.
Peacemaker time, it was looking good, and it can still look good, but
Was
you have 10 months of wait and two trailers that are not great.
Mm-hmm.
What am I supposed to do, man?
Yeah.
Twiddle my thumbs? You know, they're not even putting out the animated DC shows they got sit on the shelf.
Which is ridiculous.
Where's the My Adventures of Superman? Where's Batman Cape Crusader, man? This isn't gonna matter in a year from now, but right now, as I'm speaking on this podcast, it's
well, let's not speak too soon. It might it might matter in a year because you got these are like your true test projects right here. So
yeah.
we'll see how they go.
But I mean to close it out, I think what I'll say is our one bastion of hope right now is Lego Batman. There's a clear roadmap to where
Yeah.
we got to where we were. There's stuff that build up to it, and now we're looking at
Mm-hmm.
a beautiful culmination.
Also, I must add one more thing. I find it a little disheartening how the Lantern teaser releases, the Supergirl teaser releases, and Marvel follows both of those with their own projects. Like they follow the Supergirl one with Daredevil stuff, and the Lanterns one a couple weeks, not even a couple weeks, a week later, a week and a half later, they follow it with Spider-Man Brand New Day.
Hmm.
And it's like all of now it's just the talk is dead. Like there's no one talking about Supergirl, and it
Mm-hmm.
comes out in almost 3 months.
Yeah.
It comes this shit comes out in 3 months, and no one is talking about Supergirl. Lanterns releases in August, and like I said, we just had a trailer 2 weeks ago. Not a good trailer in the slightest. And then Spider-Man releases, and now Spider-Man is still being talked about a few days later. Granted, it's
Spider-Man, yeah.
Spider-Man, but even Daredevil was still being talked about for a little bit, and Daredevil it was still being talked about up until tomorrow. So it's like the
Wonder
marketing.
Man Wonder Man season 2 getting announced is getting more traction than any of those trailers too.
Hmm.
And that's
Wonder
crazy.
Man. Wonder Man. As much as I love that character, I'm saying it again, the character of Wonder Man who's like D-list at
Hmm.
the best, like it's getting more traction with an announcement of a season 2.
All right. Let me hit
That
one
is
final
crazy.
question, then we'll hop off for the episode because we've been running. Um, what, in your guys' opinion, is the more important project to succeed right now? Supergirl or Lanterns? If one of them is going to be good and one of them is going to be bad, what is the worst scenario?
It has to be Supergirl. It has to be Supergirl. This is your next movie. Everybody knows that theatrical, I think, matters a little bit more.
Yeah.
Um, and Lanterns, as much as there's a lot of people who love Green Lantern, want to see the green and all that other stuff, it's a show. I think a lot of people don't really bank everything on a show
Mm-hmm.
nowadays. I think it really is all about your theatrical output. So like Superman was good, can you do it again? And then if
Mm-hmm.
Supergirl is good, can you do it one more time with Clayface? And then we'll think you're a surefire shooter.
Okay.
But if Supergirl isn't good, then it's like I told y'all. And plus another thing too, that is the first not non James Gunn project. So
Yeah.
Supergirl has to succeed.
It's the first test. And it's like Supergirl right now. Supergirl has always been looked at as it's not going to make as much as Superman. I think we can all accept that, like, no matter what.
Right.
Sadly, like, even if it was incredible, sadly, that's just the world we're in right now. But I can't even see that movie making 500 anymore. Like, that's how much my opinion has soured on that film with the first trailer. Um, like, I don't know what that movie's going to do. And if that movie does 2 to 3, like if that is the ballpark we end up at
I
with
see it
Supergirl,
happening too, man.
that me too, and it's scary. Like that is damning. Like Lanterns viewership is charted on like the Nielsen charts, and like even for those, Peacemaker didn't really rate very well. Yet it's still they were still positive on it in studio. So like that's not that big of an issue if Lanterns isn't like the hugest hit. But if Supergirl fails, it shows that non-gun projects in this universe are failing. And then the next project that you have is a very low budget film. Yeah, we'll probably make a profit,
Yeah, but it's not getting 500
but
either.
then exactly. And then the point you're proving is,
Yeah, let's go
oh,
back
so
to Superman.
we gotta give you lower budgets for
Mm.
characters that aren't Superman or Batman. Because we gave you a high budget for Supergirl and you
Yeah.
didn't make a profit, yet for Clayface you did. So we gotta lower your budgets.
Yeah. I I will say to close it, I do agree with both of that. I will say though that my trick answers they both have to succeed because if Lanterns fails, your whole interconnectivity of TV is cooked. It's too big of a project.
And
And
Lancers are fucked again.
Peacemaker already soured people a little bit at the end, which
Yeah,
they had it going. They had 7 episodes of greatness, and they
that's a good point.
I think people aren't gonna have faith. It's the same thing with the MCU Disney Plus shows where they had a couple stinkers and they kind of lost faith. I think you
Hmm.
have one more shot with DC. I think people already are so used
Hmm.
to MCU show fatigue that you give them one more underwhelming bad DC show, they don't give a shit about Jimmy Olsen, Blue Beetle, Mr. Miracle. Those things are not gonna
Yeah.
get made or they're not gonna get watched.
Yeah, because you see how quickly people switched up when that Peacemaker finale dropped.
Oh yeah,
Like
I
I
was telling
saw,
Peacemaker season two sucks. Peacemaker season two didn't suck. It was great for 7 episodes.
A
yeah, but
finale sucked.
Yeah.
I saw a bunch of people on like social media being like, I told y'all this shit ain't gonna work. It's not it. The gun has finally jammed. We finally seen the real DC projects. Those first two were flukes.
All
This
cause
is
he
gonna be
wanted
what
to
it's
do a
like.
concert episode, man. It's like, damn. I don't know, man. It's that's where I'm thinking. I think they both have to succeed for different reasons, and that's too much pressure because I don't see that happening right now.
Yeah.
How
So
the
James Gunn is
fuck did we get here,
James
man?
James Gunn is an exaggerated liar. Like even with the Peacemaker season two stuff
Hmm.
saying the final episode is gonna be really big and it's gonna really show where we're going. Yeah, salvation, I guess. But that's not like super exciting. And and I swear to God, he said there was gonna be a surprise character. He's the one that teed it up. And then of course there was none. And then people are like, oh, you know, yada yada yada. And then plus he's been caught lying so many times. Like so many times.
Numerous
Yeah.
times, yeah.
Yeah, even like before the DCU even started, he said, we've talked to Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck wants to direct, yada, yada, yada. And then Ben Affleck comes out a little bit later and says, I've never talked to James Gunn about this character, about
That was one of the
DC.
most damning ones. I remember that.
Yeah, I was like, damn. And the thing is that James Gunn did it all over Twitter. So it's like, that's gonna get boosted.
Hmm.
Bro had to hit the speed face one
Yeah.
time when that Ben Affleck quote came out. So yeah, James Gunn, he just has to learn how to
He's not an
be off of
executive.
social media.
hmm
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the problem? He's not an executive.
Yeah. We'll just have to wait and see, man. That's all we can do now is fucking wait. That's all we've been doing. Lego Batman, man.
Thank God.
Thank God. We'll announce the April schedule soon. Thank you for listening, everyone, and we'll see you soon. Bye.